Hello and welcome to the innovation stage. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Shlomo Kutner, the head of product at The Real Deal. Joining me is Adam Farence, a data journalist and software developer at The Real Deal. Today, we're going to be going over TRD Data, which is a new subscription product from The Real Deal. Now, I hope all of you are familiar with what a TRD subscription is. If you're not, I don't know what to tell you. You guys are at our event, so you've been seeing ads for subscriptions for years now, probably. But this is a new subscription upgrade for everyone in the real estate industry, whether you're a broker, investor, developer. We got tons of data to help you guys unlock and really help you in your day-to-day jobs. So now you're probably wondering, what is TRD data? Well, I am too. So let's go into it and figure out what it is together. So at a overall glance, TRD data is the data-driven insights that our journalists, our team, our researchers have really dived in over the years. You know, The Real Deal has been around for 20 plus years. And over the years, we've been gathering and collecting a ton of different data from all governmental sources, private sources, and, on and off market deals. Now, TRD data is a culmination of all the data that we've been gathering over the years. And it really starts with our content. Now, I'm sure you guys are familiar with TRD data content. What we've done recently is we've enriched our articles with a widget that gives you the up-to-date transactions in the South Florida market. Now, this shows you both on and off market deals, and it's giving you the priciest South Florida sales over the past 30 days. Now, this is just a free widget for everyone to see, get some quick insights into what's going on into the market. Now, to really dive deeper into it, we have to go to the TRD data platform where we could see a lot more about the data that we have. So this is the TRD data homepage where it gives you a glance of what the overall market's doing, and you could dive in and specifically see how the South Florida market is doing. So if we want to see, quick snapshots of vacancy rates in different markets, and we can go, just look at Fort Lauderdale stats. Or if we want to go deeper into Miami-Dade, it gives you net absorption rates, asking price per square feet, and all this data is just, really at a glance to give you how the market is doing at any given time. Now, these are just, some small insights that we have. You can dive a lot deeper and really unlock all the transactions that we have to offer. So if we scroll down, we can see the latest data sets that TRD data has to offer. Some of them are new condo development maps. Some of them are transaction maps that show you on and off market deals. We'll dive a little bit deeper into that a little bit later. And then over here, we have downloadable data sets. Now, these downloadable data sets are really the bread and butter of the TRD rankings and all the content that you guys are familiar with. We have general contractor rankings, top broker rankings, brokerage rankings, new development rankings, and all this data is available to download as a rich data set. If we take a look at an example, I have the general contractor ranking, which has over 80,000 data points showing you all the recent renovations, everyone who's involved, if it's, a contractor, the different permit holders involved in the process, and it gives you, all the data that you would want. Obviously, we summarize this into our articles, but this is a really good way to help you dive deeper and create your own insights. So if you want to create your own model and really understand, how the South Florida market's doing, this is a great way. And this is just, general contractor rankings. We have it available for broker rankings. We have it available for all our different rankings. So top transactions and such. We can see South Florida condos registered in New York. So we can see, who are the buyers in New York buying South Florida condos down here. And we, have a ton of different available options to really dive into what we have to offer. Now, here we have a ranking for the top agents that are leaning into the challenging market. So normally, as part of our content, you get to see the top 5. But TRD data, you get to unlock the full ranking. So not just the top 5 agents and teams and brokers, you get the full data set of everyone that's made it into the ranking. And behind this, you could download all the preliminary data, the raw data, and put together your own models to see how your team is doing or, your competitors are doing. So this really dives into what's happening into the real estate market, as well as all the different maps and where the transactions and new developments are happening. So we went over the content, and hopefully by now you guys are familiar with the content. We've won, I don't know how many awards, but we're the #1 real estate news platform in the country. And most of it is based off of our data. And data is probably the most important thing people talk about today. Data transforms every act of business that we do. So to have these real insights live, up to date, like when a transaction happens, we know before anybody else. Zillow, Realtor.com, we got you. And that's just the Miami market. We're in all our markets: New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, but we're in Miami today, so we're going to go over the Miami data sets. Then we have, different snapshots, so we can see how the office market is doing, how the condo market's doing, and there's a ton of different data sets that we could dive into. But I'm going to let Adam Farence, our data journalist and software developer, go over our interactive maps, our interactive cables, and really dive into what it means to unlock the insights of TRD data.
Thanks, Shlomo. So, I'm Adam. I'm a software developer and a data journalist, and a huge part of my job is to collect tons of data, clean it, get it to work together, and make it interesting for everybody: journalists, other researchers, and real estate professionals. And I really want to showcase the South Florida priciest sales map and table. So what we see here is a collection of 7 web scrapers targeting 7 different websites, running multiple times a day to bring you valuable information like the priciest sales, both commercial, residential, on and off market, in all of South Florida. So Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties. And what's fascinating about this is that it takes care of all the work for you. You can select any sale, like, let's say 641 South Federal Highway in Boca Raton. On the left here, you can see who the buyers and sellers are, where the property is located, and if I can figure out how to scroll here, who the lender and how much they borrowed was for, or the creditor and and how much they lent out. And in order to really condense people's workflow, and in order to really make this data accessible and easy to use, we try and reference back to all the source material. So here we see buyer Altier 1960 LLC. If I click here, it comes up, and here you see the, if you're familiar with Sunbiz, that's the corporate entity lookup, so you can get all the relevant data of who's behind the sale. And again, it's all about making people's lives easier. And this is just a snapshot of what we plan to do and what we are currently doing. So we have a map for this for South Florida. We have one for New York, and we have one for Chicago that's coming down the pike as well. So this is an ongoing active project that we're excited to bring to you. And I can say it twice because I'm excited to bring this exciting product to you, and hopefully you're excited to receive this exciting product. Anyways, just before I get this back to Shlomo, we also include a table, more drop-down information. So you can see, like, again, more information you probably know what to do with. We look up who owns the LLC, where they're located, their mailing address, the physical mailing address, and more data than you can shake a stick at. And that's my spiel. I'm going to give this back to Shlomo, and I think we'll take some questions.
All right. Thank you, Adam. So just one moment, just to summarize, TRD Data is a new subscription product from The Real Deal. So if you're already a new subscriber, to access all our content without paywalls, ads, which you can get through the TRD app, this is an upgrade from your existing subscription product, but today we're offering it for $200 off. Our normal subscription price is $199, so if you're an existing subscriber, you're essentially getting TRD Data for free if you sign up today with a QR code on the stage. And as part of TRD Data, it is a custom research solution platform. So if you have any questions and you want our research team that we use for all our journalism, you get access to the real developers and researchers. So if there's a question you have about a condo, a new development, we're your people to answer those questions. So now I'll open it up to the floor and answer any questions.
Well, how many you ways to see trends, surrogate data sets?
We do. The data is constantly saved on a rolling basis. So this data goes back 30 days from the current date. But but it's like Shlomo mentioned about custom research solutions. So we still keep a copy of all this data, and so we're building out trend lines, and so that data will become then accessible to you to, suss out trends.
We have historical data going back, I don't know, like 10, 15 years. So we're able to pull these, to make the files light to load and download. It's only the past 30 days. But if you want, a longer time frame, we could definitely put that together for you.
She like to.
Thank you. I'm wondering if you guys have any section with key insights of all the data, because I see that there's several metrics that are there. Probably, I don't know if everybody is aware of what each metric is about and how each of these connect with another to be able to conclude meaningful insights for ourselves and also for our clients. So is there any particular section where we can see, what are the key insights in the end of all these data sets?
Great question. Yeah, we do have snapshots available, which is what I'm showing right now on the screen. It gives you, the key metrics. So if you want to dive into how the condo market's doing, the office market's doing, sales. Right now, we don't have sales as part of this, but we do have a single family. So we do give you like key insights. And as part of this, you do get access to all the articles that we publish with TRD data content. So if you really want a summary, read our content. But if you want to dive deeper and use these data sets for your own business and in everyday life, I'd really recommend getting a TRD data subscription.
Just to deep dive a little more on my question, I mean, I understand the numbers, but the insights that I'm referring to is how do I interpret this data compared to probably averages of the industry in the past quarters and so on? Just a little bit more context on what this data actually means. Like just a single number may not really tell the story. So my question is around how can we get stories behind those numbers that are helpful for agents to be able to communicate that to their clients or for themselves to make decisions?
Yeah, so a lot of these data sets are new for TRD data. We do have historical data and trends as part of our TRD data widget. So if you go to the article page, you'll be able to see an office market widget, which will give you, year over year growth in deliveries or whatever that metric is. We also have it for sales and transactions. And this is a new product for us. So any feedback that you have, any insights that you want to see, we're more than happy to integrate that into our roadmap and get it covered.
I'll ask you after.
What are the other markets that you're going to be going to and timelines for that? I know you mentioned that.
Other markets. So we have a similar map built out for New York, and Chicago's coming down the pipe, and we're going to Pike, and we're also aiming to do other major metro areas in the U.S. like Houston, Austin, and Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Chicago. Yeah, that's coming down the pike.
All right. Thank you, guys. Any other questions before we wrap this up? And there's free beach towels for anyone who's attended, so please grab it on your way out. Thank you, everyone.